What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day number 79, and today's gonna be the last full day of being underway for this short amount of time. It was pretty much just a little exercise. Make sure I didn't have nothing in my stash. I just came from lunch. But today I actually did do something interesting, and it's something that I've put in my video idea list, and I didn't get to actually make the video, but I'm going to talk it over with you guys. And did I say it's day 79? Day 79 of my 120. But the talk for today is the Williamson turn. It is used for a man overboard. The Williamson turn is one of 3 that I learned, and the other 2 would be a snarrow turn, and then the other would be it's called multiple things, but it's either a single turn, an Anderson turn, or a round turn. And today I'm going to talk about the Williamson turn. I'll share the snarrow turn and the round turn with you guys another time. But because the Williamson turn, I literally just did it. I just steered it. It's fresh in my mind, so I can share it with you guys right now. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna try and draw it because I know I can be repetitious and not very explanatory. That's not a word. Explanative? That's not a word. Let's just flip you right up here. I already put this together to try and do this. I really hope my phone doesn't drop down on my face. Okay. Well, so the Williamson turn, hopefully I draw it big enough. We'll draw a little compass right here, right? We're gonna go like that. So up top we have 0, 0, 0 degrees. Down below, yeah, it's a little small. I can't get you any closer though. Just gotta draw big. So directly reciprocal of 0, 0, 0 would be 180. So we're gonna put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, not exact, 180, we'll say 190, 200, 210. This is what we're gonna be working with today, okay? So for this drill, for the purpose of it, we were going in the direction of 2, 1, 0. And when you say the degrees, you always want to say it per number, like 2, 1, 0. You're not going to say 210 or 210. For maritime purposes, you're going to say it number by number. So we were going in this direction with the ship, and this direction was 2, 1, 0 degrees. Now, this is going to be our ship. Doot, 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 doot. I'm sorry it's so small, and I hope it's not upside down for you guys. I don't know how this is going to work out. But for the purpose of this, we're going 210. Now for hopefully I spell this right. Williamson? I don't think that's spelled right. It looks funky. Williamson turn. For a Williamson turn, we're going, which is a man overboard turn, we're gonna assume that our guy fell overboard onto the right side. He's in the water. There is sharks in the water. Why? Because sharks. I know it's real small, but look at that. That's a good shark. So he falls over onto the starboard side. For the Williamson turn, you're gonna immediately turn hard over on the rudder to the right. And typically on most ships, hard over should be 35, we'll write it over here, should be 35 degrees is hard over. Well, for this scenario, because it was a drill today, we only did 10 degrees right rudder. Now this will still work. The only difference is turning hard over at a 35 is going to achieve the turn much faster and in a smaller circle, where at 10 degrees rudder, it's pretty much going to be a bigger circle, you know. But for the purpose of the drill, we still practice. So we'll imagine I did 35 degrees over, even though I only did 10. So I was going 210, I did hard over 35 degrees. Now we're going to swing from 210 60 degrees over. So it would be what? 210, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 60 degrees over from our original course of 210 would have been 270 degrees. So right around, say, here is roughly 270 degrees at a 35 degree rudder. Now, as soon as you get to 270, which again is 60 degrees over your original course of 210 degrees, is now the 270, you're going to shift your rudder from hard right now to hard left rudder. So now you're going to shift hard left rudder, and you're going to start turning back the other way. It'll slowly go back, but basically you're going to turn back the other way, and somewhere around here you're going to be roughly around, we were roughly around 50. So the reciprocal course of the original course of 210 degrees, the reciprocal course would have been 030, right? Reciprocal. Directly across would have been 030. So this direction is 030 degrees. This direction right here, we're gonna imagine that it was 050, roughly 20 degree difference of the two. Okay? So you do the hard right over. You get 60 degrees off your original course. Once you achieve 60 degrees off, you're gonna go hard left rudder, which is gonna bring you back around. Now, once you get within 20 degrees of the reciprocal course, you're gonna go amidship, which is 0 rudder either direction. Now, theoretically, when you're 20 degrees off the original course of 030, which in this case would have been 050, you go amidship, you should naturally drift to a somewhat stop on your exact reciprocal course of 030. Now, give or take, obviously wind, current direction, and have you whatnot, I still had to use a little bit of left and right rudder to steady her up on 030, but surprisingly not a lot. It really came to a real good slowdown right at the reciprocal course of 030. Like, I think I honestly, like, I wanted to see how close it would have came, so I left it at a midship, and it actually slowed down almost to a complete stop, to where I think I went to I overshot it maybe 2 or 3 degrees, and then used right rudder again to correct it back to 030. But it was pretty much the rate of turn was pretty much at a dead slow stop right at 030, and it just so happened to tick over another 2 degrees, so I had to correct it. But the Williamson turn, the point of it is, like I said, you got this guy that fell over starboard, you want to flip around, you want to turn into the direction of him to get the propellers back here away from your victim. So you'll turn into him, so the ship turns out and goes back around to the exact original course, and then now the victim should be right on your port side, and you should be able, as you're coming up on him, you should be able to see him within this general direction. And I learned today, because we did not do a hard right over, we just did the 10 degrees right rudder, which even with 10 degrees right rudder, going originally 210 at 60 degrees 270 with 10 right rudder 10, I shifted the rudder to left 10, brought it all the way back around to 050, which was 20 degrees 20 degrees from our reciprocal course, and I went amidship, and it did the exact same as if I would have been a hard over. The captain said this is really more of a guideline per se, where when they say you want to go amidship within 20 degrees of your reciprocal course, it's a guideline of, okay, it doesn't mean it's going to stop exactly on the reciprocal course. And it didn't. Like I said, I overshot it by about 2 degrees because I was really curious on where it was going to go. But yeah, that's what I got. I hope you guys can see it all. We'll bring you back down here. Like I said, I know I can be repetitive, and I don't want to be too much. I hope you guys got it. The Williamson turn. Now, I'm not gonna give you guys the difference in the other 2 turns. This turn specifically, I believe, if I can remember correctly, is good when, say, what was it? I want to say it's technically supposed to be good when you see the guy go overboard. Like right away, you see when he goes overboard. It's supposed to be good for that one, because you're gonna kick your propellers out away from him. But between what the captain said, he prefers the round turn, and I've heard that from other people as well, where the Williamson turn is kind of a traditional turn, but in most scenarios it's not the preferred turn, but it's the traditionally used turn. So that's what I got for today, guys. When I get to it, I'll get to it, and I will make you guys the Schnero turn, and then also the Anderson turn, or round turn, or single turn. All the same. Please subscribe. Please like, share, comment. I'm gonna leave the link below for my website. It's Northwest Sailor. Check it out. Day 79 of 120. 41 days left, and I hope I go home. This whole virus thing. The halls, I'm not even gonna get into it. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, just real quick, because I'm editing the video, and you guys will see it now, but when I put the camera up here, the video was upside down. Yeah, I screwed that one up, so I gotta edit the video and flip that. I flipped it, and also I zoomed in on it so you guys could see my little art a little bit better, and it actually just zoomed in on the shaking of the ship while we're underway. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you, and I apologize for the shaky nonsense of my artography. Also, a Williamson turn. I remembered another good reason for the Williamson turn. Not just if a guy falls over right away, kicking your propeller out so you're not towards him, but also I believe if you don't remember when he fell overboard, because the Williamson turn, I think this is actually the main advantage of the Williamson turn, is you do the hard right, you go 60 degrees over, you shift your rudder, do hard left, you come back around, and then you midship it 20 degrees from your reciprocal course, which will mean you're going the exact opposite direction you just came from. So if you had a person fall overboard and you don't remember when, you've now done a Williamson turn and you're on the exact reciprocal opposite course, going back the way you came on the exact same track. So in theory, if you don't know where he fell over or which side he fell over, you go down the exact same route you just came. Keep your eye out. Hopefully you will be able to find him. Yeah, I think that's the main benefit of the Williamson turn, is the reciprocal course in the opposite direction. But I think there's other. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.